everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is the big one! Sorry, Ruka, I didn't mean to yell so loudly, wake you up from your nice little nap. This is 10 wins in a row, potentially. Great damage, good rate of fire, speed's fine, luck's over 0. Spacebar items pretty much trash, but whatever. V98P 9AJ4. Feel free to disagree with me, by the way, that the tier detonator is trash, but there have been like maybe 3 situations. I'm pulling a number, let's be honest, kind of out of my butt here, but maybe a couple of times I've used blue detonator and I've been like, you know what, this is a good item. I'm usually happy to have it simply because it's a little unusual, but the big, like the crown jewel in this run right here is definitely 4.34 damage and an 8 rate of fire. Stats that are like almost as good as the stats we finished our last run with. The last run is never great, but it was never really that dangerous. I guess the real dream here, like the teamwork that makes the dream work, is if we can get... Why not, you know? Maybe we can use cracked dice to break the game a little bit here. But if we can get a really, really good rate of fire and then tiers that also do a lot of damage, well, in that case, you know, we got the keys to the kingdom and we don't necessarily need to make blue detonator work, but it might turn blue detonator into like a possibly almost as good Tammy's head. Firemine probably makes that substantially less likely, but I feel an obligation to pick it up regardless. Mostly because I'm a moron who doesn't know what's good for him. Ooh, did you see? I didn't see that tinted rock. It was obscured very slightly by the map. Repeating, of course. Help. Hit the fire. He's done it. And the fire does not hurt me, thankfully. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, Firemind carries some negatives along with it, but also, if we use it properly and we're aware of the potential consequences of it, it could be pretty decent for us. There are some situations in which it will probably, like, irrevocably deal damage to us, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I'm hopeful that we'll have the HP to tolerate that. For example, that right there. We, like, not being able to shoot enemies that get close to us puts us in a really awkward position sometimes. And the passive damage out of it is okay. All we need is, you know, some kind of explosion immunity. I went through a period of not taking Firemind. Probably at this point, we're talking, like, years ago. I mean, it's not like I've been playing this game for 20 years, even though sometimes it does feel like it. But I take it now because it's like life, you know? Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. So we screwed our deal with the devil chances. I was like, I fell victim to a statistical fallacy. And that statistical fallacy was, obviously it's not going to explode on the first shot. Like, are you kidding me? That's not the proper attitude, though. We can't take that, because a bad trip puts us in a really, really bad spot, so just ignore it for now. Save your bomb, because you might find a spirit heart, and we need that for survivability's sake, to be honest with you. No chance this is a secret room, but 2 bombs here is quite nice. And we're fighting a boss who... Ooh, that was close. Should not be that tough. Just make sure you take out the detritus first. AKA take out the trash. We have taken out the trash. Now we just need him to explode, and then we stand in the fire, and then we get him to jump into the fire, and the world's our oyster. Or he could just explode and be on fire. That also works out pretty well. Come on, 36%. Let's go! Range upgrade, luck upgrade. Oh, I mean, this is like... Use a bomb just to keep them at bay here a little bit, but this is obvious, right? You take this... And then you take this, you respawn as Dark Judas with piercing shots that do a lot of damage. You take your pill, it's friends to the end, and then you just, you know, pray to the Lord above that you never ever take damage again, because as good as the damage is, find ourselves in a slightly risky situation here. But this is basically like what we asked for as far as making tier detonator work better. We need the spirit hearts, like above all else. It's tough because Mom's bottle of pills could give us some half-decent stuff, but I think we need to try to roll with Tear Detonator, mostly because it's fun, and the damage output seems like it could get pretty insane. We've got to be very, very cautious. Come on, just give me a bomb. Just give me a bomb. Give me a bomb. Give me a bomb, though. Just give me a bomb. We got 1.92 luck. You're giving me something. You're giving me something. Chosen not to give me anything. I can't get no bombs. I think about the implication. Okay. We need bombs. Give me a bomb. Shouldn't have used the bombs as willy-nilly as I used the bombs. I don't want to be here anymore. But dude, look at the damage output. This guy's going to give us bombs. I forgot to focus on the positive there. He didn't give us bombs, he gave us Mr. Boom. But honestly, that's just as good, maybe even a little bit better here. So we blow that up. 2 Spirit Hearts, a key, a Death card, a Yarrow Rune, which you probably want to hold, and then 2 more Spirit Hearts in here. It's getting a little silly, but I like it. Open the chest, more bombs. Oh. What do you get for the man who has everything? We're going to stick with Tear Detonator because I believe that it has the power to move us. Like the history of Wonder Boy and Young Nasty Man. No consumable drop. Ooh, okay. One of these, we have 3 keys, so we should check both, but one of these is a library. If it's a library with a good book, we win. And we just won. As far as I'm concerned. We also got Bookworm. I am going to be a silly boy and a very good bad boy. Show me the second secret room. Did not show me the second secret room. And I'm going to keep Tear Detonator. The reason I'm going to keep Tear Detonator is because I believe in its ability to work well with our existing run. I don't think it's guaranteed to do so, but I think it's got a chance. And how many times have we done a run with Tear Detonator, right? Like, not that many as compared to Satanic Bible of all things. I don't know what we're going to do here. We'll see, I guess, is the complicated answer. I think what we should try to do is... So you might not be a huge fan of this, but hear me out. Start by blowing this guy up. Nothing, huh? Then blow that guy up. Use all of your bombs. Yara the money. And also, I guess, all the consumables. Why is this important? Well, mostly because I'm going to try to get an HP upgrade out of this guy, and then we get 1 item for free, which at this point I'd probably take Black Candle. It's a great item. A couple of these are worthwhile, but of course now you want to play this guy a little bit as well. And I'm going to give him some Spirit Heart action. Oh, Cursed Dice just re-rolled everything! Let's keep it up, see what's going on here, man. I don't know. It's a little weird. Tell you what, take PhD, take a lark on this. PhD gave us a luck upgrade, and Gulp smelt the trinket. Things are going to get very strange here. Got Succubus out of it as well. I'd say it's worth it. And you know what? We're Dark Judas, dude. Let's go to town. You remember, that's the Dark Judas catchphrase. We're Dark Judas. Let's go to town. But now we got Succubus. There's options is good because it allows us to pick up what we want more frequently from boss rooms, which in this case is definitely going to be HP. And then, on top of all of this, Succubus, a great damage bonus. We're doing 20 damage when we're standing inside of the Succubus area of effect. And then we got this guy in here. Okay, well, give me some HP, please. I would very much like some. I know I traded a little bit away. That was hasty of me. Please show me the error of my ways by making it conceivable for me to do something positive here. He's done it. He's done it. 1 makes you larger. That's not a good pill. You've lied to me. Bomb. Regular penny. Nothing. All right. Well, we're out of here. We got no money. What I'm going to do is blow this up. Blow this up. Good dividends there. And then there's no Spirit Heart for sale in here. Are you kidding me? So we're going to blow these up, and we're going for enough money to buy Black Candle, which is not going to happen now, but... Now we buy the card, we get Chariot. It's not quite HP, but it sort of is. We could have used this to play a Blood Bank and maybe get something out of it, but so be it. Honestly, we've done some interesting things on this floor. We're leaving in 9 minutes, but with such better damage than we had recently. And the run, again, with Satanic Bible, it could have popped off so quickly. Instead, we chose to get a little funky with it, and I'm happy to do so. Unless we die, in which case I'll feel like a real idiot, but we've got a little tolerance before that happens. And I do mean, like, a little. We're not outrageously safe here. The only thing that makes me feel good is that, to the best of my knowledge, Fire Mine can't just explode when it hits a wall. I didn't see any tinted rocks there. So, I'm pretty sure that using the Tear Detonator shouldn't be able to just blow me up unless there's an enemy close by. Which is still annoying. But we're able to clear the rooms pretty quickly here. It's a very be careful what you wish for sort of situation because, dude, Succubus is so good. We definitely want the gift. And I'm just going to use it here because I want something fast. And that could pay dividends, but it's not what we needed immediately. So, always a little scary there. We'll go back for the penny. Succubus is doing such good work. The real problem and the danger with this run is that we can't shoot at enemies that are close to us without risking a lot. I think this could be a second secret room. Let's go. And a Spirit Heart. That was actually, like, incredible. So let's squander it by fighting this angel statue. Oh, right. We can shoot through the fire because we have Belial Tears. Yeah, this is actually pretty good now. We can't shoot at enemies that rush us down without incurring, like, a chance of pretty, like, enormous risk. So we're gonna have to be way, way, way more cautious than we oftentimes have been, which is why I'm not really gonna concern myself with going to the curse room here. That strikes me as, like, a little too dangerous for my taste. Plus, this run is actually great, so it seems to me like it would be nice... Dude, what? Do you... Okay. Hear me out here. Death's Touch is amazing, but we already have piercing shots. I think we should take Abaddon for the raw damage increase. And if we're going to take Abaddon, we should really take both of these, as risky as it looks. Grab this. Head down to the next floor with, like, unbelievably ridiculous stats. Except our HP is going to be a little dicey. We're at 6.5, because Abaddon gives you 6. But that's one of those examples of situations where, like, rules are made to be broken, I think. Most of the time, if you saw not Strange Attractor, good lord. If you saw Death's Touch on a deal, or as a free item from the boss especially, you would be like, dude, I'm in. But in this case, because we already have piercing shots, something that doesn't happen all that often, a redundant piercing shot, I think it really was, like, by far the correct option for us to basically go for the HP, and keeping in mind, the HP also allowed us to very freely take a damage increase, and then also a Thame, which could give us even more HP in the future. So, I mean, we have 23 base damage right now. So I'm feeling like our decision-making process was pretty good. Being able to muster 30 damage by the 3rd floor seems fairly amazing, so I'm quite happy with that, and we're just gonna look for Blood Bag, because our speed is still a little subpar, and we can always use the money, and it's just nice to get a chance at some luck upgrades, and maybe some more purchasing power in the future here, but let's move on. I like this because this floor looks super linear. And that is, you know, for my cerebral cortex, just about the perfect thing here. Dude, it took a while, but PhD eventually gave us exactly what we wanted. You know, I wanted us to get that HP upgrade earlier so we could make the blood bank pop. And this is like a really dynamic run. We got the HP upgrade later, which is what I was going to finish that anecdote with, but we're on the 4th floor. We've had a lot of interesting stuff happen on this run. We went from being like, we're probably never going to be able to get good stuff out of Tear Detonator, to being like, wait a minute, we've gotten an amazing Tear Detonator run. We also got a black market. We got PhD and there's options. We fought the Fallen. He gave us 2 good choices of items. Straight up, I think we're happier with the speed upgrade here. Hello, Ruka. You're awake? The cats were, like, crazy today, man. Not that you're necessarily that enamored with the day-to-day life of my cats, but I feel like, you know, I'm at the point, I never leave my house except to go to class, buy cat food, and buy groceries. So, like, well, and Kate had a concert yesterday that she was playing in, so we left yesterday for a little bit, admittedly, but they didn't have any dry food, and they eat dry food every day. So we were like, all right, well, we got wet food. We'll just give them wet food instead. When we woke up this morning, the cats were, like, biting my hands. They're like, we need dry food. They were freaking out. Catacombs, too. Which, I mean, in the end, of course they're freaking out. They're hungry and there's no food. But at the same time, I'm like, what kind of delinquent pet owner do you think I am? So I believe car battery tier detonator doesn't double the tiers detonated. And tarot cloth is amazing, but I really want to try. And we can get to 15 cents anyway. If we're willing to sacrifice some spirit arts, we can get to 15 cents. Oh, it totally does double it. So I was just wrong, but I was wrong in, like, the best way because we still are going to get the benefit out of it regardless. So that's absurdly good. What's the card down here? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I'll just sacrifice a little bit. Oh, it's the effect of the D1. Okay, now we'll go through with this. 2 more cents. Not the D1, sorry, the cursed dice. There we go, 16 cents. We must have D8'd, because we're, like, much weaker now. And our rate of fire is way worse, but we're also many, many times faster. So that's actually pretty bad. But, you know, it gives us a good excuse to go back and play that blood bank some more, because I just bought a bomb by accident. Alright, come on. Reroll my stats back to something good. We might miss boss rush now, but I don't want to, but we may regardless. There is a nickel under there, so. Now we're very slow, but our damage is much better. Like, much, much better. And our rate of fire is drastically increased. Dude, I don't know. This is a strange situation. We're doing this all for tarot cloth, because tarot cloth is lovely. And I'm thinking, like, car battery, tier detonator, parasitoid tears is going to be a combination for the ages. Like, we get a card for just for holding this as well. Ace of clubs. It's not quite as bombastic as I thought it would be. It's kind of hoping it would turn into like 20 bombs. Instead, we just lost our devil card, which could have been nice, but we got a great combination going here as long as we don't accidentally end our own lives anyway. Like, I'm expecting to get a lot of flies and spiders. I know I'm leaving consumables behind. This is all in the interest of getting to boss rush, which might strike you as not being worth much, but look at this run. This might be, and I don't use this lightly, this might be almost as good as being Guppy. Our like, this effect by itself might be almost as good as being Guppy. Our parasitoid tears are crushing it. Obviously, we want our luck upgrades. And I would love to be able to get chaos as well. This is why, by the way, this doesn't happen that often, that you get a run that just pops like this. But this is why I always love to go for these weird combos. Because in a situation like this, they're working out so well for us. I think you gotta try. Truth be told, we could probably try both. I'm gonna abandon our item room to try to get the boss rush, where we're definitely, if we make it, gonna do boss rush, because we have the ability to do so, like, extremely easily. I don't even need to see the enemies to destroy them. This might be, I didn't think it would happen at the start of this run, but this might be one of the most powerful runs we've ever had. Oh, we totally left chaos behind on the last floor as well. But you know what? Controlled chaos is what we already have. I said remember that. Let's donate all of our money here. Unless a doubled 2 of clubs, it's not bad. I mean, that would give us 12 right now, so it's not a ton, but it's, you know, keep in mind every bomb you pick up is essentially 4 bombs that you've picked up, so we can see how that would scale pretty quickly. Can't quite kill every enemy that we see, apparently, but So there's effectively no point to skipping the item room on this floor. Which, I mean, we've already gone to the item room on this floor. Disregard. We've also already gone to the shop, so I guess we're just good to go. 48-hour energy is irrelevant. Now we're getting up to 16 bombs. I guess we'll just book it. Like, I'm not trying to speed through this run as if I don't like it. It's quite the opposite. Like, I love it so much. Every time we press the space bar, you know, an angel gets its wings. And Polaroid invincibility, very useful here. Oh, you gotta go for the raw damage. We must have gotten him. I would also probably say this is like the strongest parasitoid tier we've ever had. I think if we play our cards right, like, we could actually still have parasitoid tiers on the screen. Or not but like a tier detonator tiers on the screen when the second wave spawns. At least if they don't have death animations, that makes that unlikely, I suppose. We almost didn't kill the gate right away, and I was losing my mind. Alright, that was like the fastest run of all time. Or the fastest boss rush of all time. It took less than a minute to get through 15 waves. Less than 2 minutes, at least. And now, like, if there's one thing I want to be cautious about, it's creating an enduring legacy for Tier Detonator. This is an item that, all about how my life got, no, this is an item that is not actually, like, nearly as good as it appears right now. And that's not me being bitter, it's just me being realistic. Like, most of the time, it's not even close to performing at this level. But for now, it's crushing it so hard that The leech, huh? That was a surprise. This is what happens if you kill the little guy last sometimes, I guess. But I'm just trying to temper your expectations, because you might watch this video and be like, Tier Detonator is one of the best items in the game. Well, yes and no. In this situation, I would rather have this over, like, anything else. I don't think anything else we could conceive of even comes close, but you know, there are spacebar items that are better than this. It's mostly, honestly, because our stats are just so good. And to that we owe, you know, a sense of intrepidness, and then also that second floor deal with the devil, and then also, you know, getting succubus from a blood bank, seemingly basically out of nowhere. And our stats have been compromised again, now that we have cracked dice, unfortunately. Got hit by a couple bombs in there as well, but we're still not... We shouldn't be in a dire position. Are we going to fight Hush? I mean, a doubled strength card makes it fairly sensible to fight Hush. Our range is the ridiculous stat now. I mean, even though our damage is not as good, it's still, like, really, really good. The only thing really missing right now is the ability to fly. If we could get that... Oh, we got PhD, so we should check. If we can get that to pop off, we're, like, sitting extremely pretty. I mean, I'm a little spoiled on this run. I'm walking into every room pressing the spacebar and everything's dying. It's like our dad works at Nicholas Entertainment. He told me a seed where you can just get, like, the greatest run of all time. You press space and all the enemies die. Yeah, whatever, except it's actually true. My uncle does work at Nintendo. His name is Shigeru... Shigeru. His name is Shigeru Miyamoto. Maybe you've heard of him. He's from Timmins, Ontario. I'm not from Timmins, but, you know, who says an uncle has to be from the same place as his nephew, you know? It's an insulting attitude. So we got a deal. The deal is not 9 lives. We're far enough away from Guppy that I don't... Okay, what I mean to say is we're definitely going to take Guppy's head just to try to become Guppy. But that means we are not going to go... Oh, we should have just... Yeah, you're right. We should have popped the strength card. Then we could have gotten both of them for free. We can still get Little Brim for free, but Take tier detonator, dude. But we're definitely not going to go fight Hush now. Because I'm a moron. However, at least we made it through this part. Relatively unscathed. Just watch out. You know, any objects in the environment can still cause you a little trouble here. You're still alive? So we desperately need some spirit hearts. It's still losable. Should not be losable, but is still losable. Don't need any of that. I was, like, actually gonna do the Hush fight. I would rather do the Hush fight and have 3 extra spirit hearts than do what we did and have Guppy's head with almost no chances to get a Guppy transformation. I mean, we did turn down Guppy's hairball earlier, so that's how you can be relatively sure that what I did there was actually a genuine accident. However, I mean, there's no denying. It's a mistake. It's men at work. That being said, for all the problems that we've maybe incurred upon ourselves as a result of our relative inability to do one full run without making an enormous mistake, at the same time, ooh. I don't know about that one. Thank you, PhD, by the way, for the inevitable, yes, health upgrade that we're gonna get here. Which we shouldn't, well, we can pop, but you can't fill it up yet anyway, so don't sweat it. I'm just worried, yes, about Hot Bomb's Bomber Boy. But it doesn't look like they're actually exploding like Bomber Boy. By the way, if we end up losing on this run because we got a little too silly, I'm still gonna be happy with it, just because the run is ridiculous. But I'm surely thinking a loss would be a major problem here, a major mistake. Indicative of a great degree of idiocy. Does that make you feel better? It makes me feel a lot worse, so it should make you feel better. Yeah, I think it gives us a spare hit. Oh, kill him last. You get a spirit heart. That's all we need. By the way, intending to fight Mega Satan here. I just want to maybe stack up HP before we do. And, you know, we've got 9 luck, so... Oh, the conjoined transformation. Seems like it should be amazingly good. But who knows? Wait, what? A little too late. Not that we would have taken it in a run like this anyway, but... Just want to... Give me a Dagaz rune so I at least know where I stand. We did get a black heart there. Ooh, I want to open it, but we can't open it. You never get anything out of... You gotta be kidding me. You never get anything out of the boss fight, so I don't think that's sensible. We could beat the boss in 2 seconds. It's tough, because that's going to be a speed downgrade. The Mega Satan's going to be slightly tougher, but, you know, at the same time, I, like, believe that's the right way to prove that we've gotten over our previous streak. Or slump, rather. Sleeks and strumps. That's what I've always said. That's what the game's all about. No spun, but the speed up is nice, but not doing anything for us. Fine, let's take Odd Mushroom. No! Well, we need the red heart. Blank card actually could be incredible for us. We just need something to go along with it. I don't know. Less tiers that do twice as much damage actually seems good when each tier has a chance to murder us. And that's it, basically. So I guess we'll go get our HP. So at least we can get hit once on the boss fight? Maybe? Maybe? Secret room? This is a very good time to be smart. Okay, I didn't realize we had enough carryover momentum. It's a very good time to be smart. Look for your secret room. Incur an advantage that way. It doesn't exist, apparently. And then look for your second secret room. So there's our secret room. It's a forget-me-now. But we can't fly, so we actually cannot get there. Which is a serious bummer. Because I would like to get there. And get 4 more items and actually be able to see our HP. We wouldn't be able to fight Mega Satan, but it's probably a good move for, like, survival's sake. Just don't accidentally push the chest into you, because it is a mimic. Oh, dude, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. Now remember, ooh, we can only use... You know what? Don't hate me. I can't fight Mega Satan. I'm just realizing now. If we can only use Tier Detonator once, we can't fight Mega Satan. I'm gonna bow out of the Mega Satan sweepstakes here. If we fight Mega Satan and we can only use Tier Detonator once, we'll probably die killing enemies that are gonna rush us down. I had to bank it. I'm sorry. And whatever her name was from the Weakest Link. Give me a moment here. Spacebar. 10 wins in a row. And Weakest Link. Ann Robinson! That show aired for 13 freaking years? Good lord. Anyway, what a strange run, but a fun run nonetheless. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. We're officially kicking off a streak. I'll see you next time.